In this video, I'm going to talk all about tabs in Microsoft Edge. Now, I have opened one web page, and if I want to right click on this, and if I say duplicate tab, with this, I will be able to create an instance of a tab with the same web page. So I have done technically a duplicate tab. So I've done duplicate tab. The second part is pinning a tab. So if I want to pin this tab, let's assume, so I'll just close the tab. And if I pin this tab, so what essentially it does is it creates a placeholder within my browser. And now this tab will remain forever unless I do a right click and unpin the tab. Next is how do I add a tab to a sidebar. So remember, this is a sidebar over here. I do a right click and say add tab to sidebar. The moment I do that, I see the sidebar icon over here. So this particular page has been added to my sidebar. And then if I click on it, I can view this page by clicking on the sidebar. Another thing which I want to show you is about adding tab to a group. So let's assume if I have I've opened a website, say bbc.com or maybe say cnn.com, and I want to create some sort of a group, which I can create over here is I'll just do a right click and say add tab to new group, and I'll just call it as news. And then if I want to move this within to this group, I can do that, and then I can just maximize and minimize it. So what essentially I've done is I have created this group, and this group is now added into my tab. I can persist this group by just right clicking and saying pin tab to the group. So this tab will remain throughout the browser lifecycle. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is muting the tab. So let's assume if I'm in a video, I want to mute this video, I can click on this speaker icon. And the moment I do that, this video is technically muted. So this is how I can do a mute. I can remove the mute by just right clicking and say unmuting the tab. How do we add tab to a collection? So if I already have a collection created, then I can do a right click and say add all tab to collection. And I can select the collection from here, or maybe I can just create a new collection right from scratch. And another functionality is to add tab to favorites. So if I want to add this tab to a favorite, I'll just say add all tabs to favorite. And with this, it will ask me to create a folder and then add those favorites. So if I just say add this to the favorite bar, you will see that it has added all this tabs related window in my favorite. So I can close the tabs to the right. So if I have opened so many tabs, I can just right click and say close tabs to the right, and it will close all the tabs on the right hand side. I can close this tab. So once I do that, it will close the browser itself. There's another option called as turning on vertical tabs. If I click on turn on vertical tabs, on the right hand side, it will start showing me the all the windows open. So if I have numerous window open, I can say these all things now instead of showing horizontally, it is now showing vertically. I can turn off this by right clicking and saying turn off vertical tab, sorry, and those tabs will get moved to the horizontal side. So that's it about tabs in Microsoft Edge. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.